Hit it.
Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Welcome, welcome back. I am so glad you joined me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. All praises go to the Most High Yah. My name is Joyce McTier, and I am the owner and operator of LaJoy Truck Creation Designs. I know y'all, I sound horrible. I'm going to say going through a little bit of being sick, but I came to you all maybe a day or two talking about if y'all watch my shorts, I came to you all through the shorts showing you a pair of earrings that I was going to create for you all. There were a few things that I made a decision to change. So I'm going to just go ahead and tell you all what you're going to need for this how to make video. For one, you're going to need some artistic wire. Now, this wire I purchased from Hobby Lobby for $8.99. Michael's does have this, but it is not $8.99. It used to be. Michael now sells it for like $11.99, okay? Same kind of wire, different price. You're going to need some wire cutters, some round nose pliers. Now, I have already taken the liberty to take these beads off, but I'm just going through this. So just in case if somebody asks me, this is one of the bead strands that I'm going to be using, but not this pink. The beads I'm going to be using from this strand, I've already taken off, and it is these right here. I'm going to do this so you all can actually see what they look like. That's what they look like. They were in the middle of this strand, okay? So I'm going to be using these. And then I'm going to be using these right here. Now, these I purchased from that mega sale that Joann's Fabric had. I'm going to be using 2 of these, 1 per earring. And the next beads I'm going to be using are these right here. There was 3 strands on here. I got these from Hobby Lobby too. And I'm going to be using these 2 from this strand. It was 3 different colors, or 3 different sizes, 2 different colors, something like that. Okay, this is what they look like. One is like one is a clear white, and the other one is like a tan, I'm gonna say. So I won't be using this. I'll just be using these 2, and they were 2 other strands that came onto this, okay? You're also going to need some fish hooks and a dowel. So let's go ahead and get right on into this. Okay, y'all, so the very first thing that you want to do for these earrings is you want to cut yourself a generous amount of this wire. Now, I did not measure it. Use as much as possible, because the one thing that I do hate is to run out of wire whenever I'm doing any type of wire wrapping project, okay? I don't like running out of wire. So I cut a generous amount. So I have a lot here, okay? Okay, y'all, so the very first thing that we are going to do is we're going to take our 20 gauge wire, and we're gonna make a loop onto this dowel. This dowel is 1 inch thick, okay? So basically what you're going to do is you're gonna come and take your wire and take your dowel. You're gonna place it just like this, and you're gonna leave some out, okay? And then you're gonna just take it and wrap it around one good time, just like that. Now I have a whole lot of wire. okay? Because I'm gonna be doing a lot of wire wrapping, so I have a whole lot of wire. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wire, once I bring it all the way over like this, then I'm going to take and just come here and pinch it up, pinch it around the piece, this piece here. And then I'm going to wrap it a few times around like this to make it tight, okay? And you can wrap it as many times as you see fit, but you do want to make sure that you have a piece sitting up so that when you go to make your add your fishhook on, it won't give you any problems. Okay, so this is nice and tight. So now I'm going to just take this off. Actually, I'm going to come all the way around, and you can wrap this as many times as you see fit. It's completely up to you. And pop that off, and then you have yourself your circle. Okay, now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come here and I'm just going to wrap my wire a few times. Now I'm just to remind y'all, I have a whole lot of wire. Okay, so I hate doing a project, especially a wire wrapping project, and then I run out of wire. Okay, I've had that done to me a few times. So I'm going to wrap this one more time. So that's one time that I've done it, and I will show y'all what it looks like. Okay, and I'm going to make sure that my wraps stay close together. So I wrapped that twice, okay? Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and start wire wrapping my beads onto my wire. So the first one I'm going to go with is I'm going to go with this one right here. This is like the tan one. And I might have to go out a frame just to add this on, only because my wire is really long, y'all, okay? So I'm just going to add this on, and you have to count. You're going to have to count in between your wraps because you want all of them to pretty much be the same size. In between. So you count your wraps because you want them all to be the same size in between, okay? Bring that down. And when you bring this down, you're just going to come and pinch it over just like that onto the wire, all right? And then you're going to take this part of the wire and bring it to the front. And you're going to wrap this 4 times. So we're going to wrap this 4 times. And like I said, I have a bunch of wire, y'all. Okay, so let's wrap this 4 times. So that was 1, this is 2. And this is 3. And as you are wrapping, try to make sure that all your wraps are staying close together. So this is 3. And then this would be number 4. And I'm going to show y'all what it looks like. Pull it out. All right. So that's what you're going to have. So I did 2 in the front and 4 here. Now we're going to add on our next bead, and it's going to be this one. So excuse me if I'm going out of frame, but I'm just adding on the bead. Okay, put that back. I said that a few times already, didn't I? Let's just bring it all the way down. All right. And then we get here and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pinch it just like that. And then I'm going to bring this piece to the front and I'm going to wrap it 4 times. Okay. So that's 1, 2. That's 2 times. And then this is 3 times. Okay. And then this is 4 times. All right. Pull it through. And that's what you're going to have. Now we're going to add on our very last bead, which is this one. Okay. All right. So let's add this one on. Bring it all the way down. Okay. And it's going to end up right here. And then we're just going to pinch that just like that and wrap this 4 times. Before we wrap it, we want to make this piece come to the front. And then we're just going to wrap this 4 times, just like this. So that's 1. And that's 1, 2. Okay, 3. And 4. So all you're going to do with this part of the earring is you're going to repeat the process. And you're going to wrap your stones all the way around. Okay? So basically what I'm going to do, so this video won't be too long, I am going to go ahead and speed up the process. This is just the first step of creating this earring. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so once you get everything wrapped on, this is pretty much what it's going to look like. Don't forget that you gotta count in between your wraps. Okay, make sure you count in between. Each one of these in between should have 4. So what you want to do now is, I probably didn't mention this, but in between those beads, you have some, these are like little seed spacer beads. And you're going to put those, we're going to go ahead and wrap those on now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wire, go through here. Okay. Come back through. And then I'm going to go over top here. All right. And I'm going to add my beads in between each one of these. And I'll show y'all what I mean. So I'm going to take one of my beads, place it on my wire. Place it on my wire and bring it all the way down. Where is it? Oh, right there. All the way down. And then I'm going to come right here right there. And I'm gonna wrap that. I'm gonna show you what I mean. I'm gonna come just like this and bring that down. And it's going to be like in between these two, okay? And then what I'm going to do next is I'm gonna take and bring this up through the loop. And then I'm gonna come back over. And I'm gonna do this part all the way around with each one of these. Okay, these are really little. I think these are 3 millimeter. I think these are 3 millimeter. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take and bring it down like this. Okay. And then you're gonna take your hand and just wrap that. Wait a minute. Just like that. Okay. It's gonna kind of sort of be in between or down here. It doesn't really matter. And then you're just gonna take and come back through. And you're gonna do this all the way around your piece. So let me add on my next one. Add this on. And bring it all the way down on my wire. All right, and I'm gonna come right here. Come right here. And just bring it, that wire down. Just like that. Okay, and it's gonna be in between. You may have some that might sit here or in between. Just depends on your hands. Okay, take this through so you all can see. Then I'm gonna come here and add on my next one. And to save the video some time, this is the second part to this earring. I'm gonna add this last one on, and then I am going to speed the video up. So I'm going to go off and do this, but you all are going to be watching me just in a faster version. All right, so as you can see, what I've done with that piece is down in between. Okay, and then I'm gonna come back through here, just like this. And you wanna do this, like I said, for every last one of these. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I hope I can get one in between there. It'll probably be sitting out like this one. So let me go off and do that. Let me show y'all what we have so far, and I will be back. Okay, y'all, so basically this is pretty much what we have. Now, when it comes to these two are going to sit out like this because of where they were wire wrapped. But if you look down in between the rest of these, they should fall down in between the beads. Okay. All right, so now my wire is over here, and basically what I'm going to do is I need to make a loop because I'm going to add on this beautiful piece, this one right here in the middle. So let me move this to the side. What I'm going to do now is I don't need all of this any more of this wire, so I'm just going to cut this off. So That's just some extra. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and come here because I need to make a loop. So I'm going to bring it through from the back, bring it here, and bring it down to the back. And I'm going to make a loop just like this. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but this is going to be my loop. As a matter of fact, I think I need to take it up just a tad bit so that it won't be too big, because I really want this to hang, if at all possible. Now let me see. I want it to hang, if at all possible, kind of sort of like that. So before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and create this. So I'm just gonna take a piece of the wire that I had and just take a piece off of there, come here and make a loop. Okay, give it some indentation. Now most people, when I say indentation, I confuse them, because what I do is I make my loop, I take my pliers and go in and just give it a little dip. Okay, I'm going to take and place this over top, and then I'm going to come here and wire wrap this a few times. Okay, pull this, and then I'm going to take my wire cutters and snip. Then I'm going to come here and squeeze that in. And now I'm going to go here and put on my big, beautiful bead. Okay. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put it on. I'm going to take my wire and pinch it towards the back. Now, if you wanted to add on another small bead or something like that, it's completely up to you, but I'm going to just pinch my wire to the back, and I'm going to wrap my wire around this part to give it a clean finish. So just like this, wrap it. This is going to give it a clean finish. Okay, I'm going to come right here and I'm going to snip that just like that and squeeze that in. And this is going to be, your piece is going to be going this way. It's not going to be to the side. It's going to be going this way. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, instead of the loop coming to the front, it's going to be to the side. Okay, now what we're going to do next is we're going to add this on to this. So basically, I'm going to make my loop not as big, because I don't want it to be big, because I want it to hang nicely. So now I just need to make a loop that's not, I don't want it to be too big, but I don't want it to be too small. I think this will work. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to slide this on just like this. And I got to make sure that when I slide it on, when it falls to the front. Okay, I got this on. This is actually the back, so I'm gonna have to turn it the other way. Lift that up, and I'm gonna turn it this way. And let's see where this falls. Yep, and that's going to be in the front. So now I got that on there. I'm still trying to figure out my loop. So all I'm gonna do, Okay. Let's see. Straighten this out. Now, it is another way that you could have done this. If you didn't want to add it on like this, you could have made your loop and then go in and add this on. But I just think that for me, it's just much easier for me to do it this way. So I'm getting it, y'all. I'm just making sure that it falls how I want it to fall. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah, that's where I want it to be. So you're gonna have to, whenever you are doing anything like this, you have to play with it a little bit to really get it to how you want it to be as far as being centered. All right, so now I'm just gonna take this piece and I'm gonna adjust all of this and just wrap this around just like this. Okay, and then I'm going to take, and I'm gonna, let me see here. I'm gonna take it through here. Let's see. Okay. I can't take it through there. Pull this out. Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna cut it right here. So I'm gonna take my pliers and just snip that right there. And then I'm gonna take and come here. See how that's crooked? And I'm just going to adjust my loop. All right, just adjust it. You see where that falls? Right there. All right, and then I'm gonna come here and just squeeze that in. And then I can come up here to the top and make my loop. So I can snip this off right here and make my loop. Okay, adjust it. And then I can add on my fish hook. Okay, let's add on our fish hook. And then you're gonna have yourself a gorgeous pair of earrings. Kaleidoscope. Okay, y'all, so this is our end result of this tutorial. These are beautiful. I will make sure that I leave everything that I've used for this tutorial down inside the description box. Please make sure you thumbs up this video so that this video can go into rotation. Once again, I want to say thank you to my new subscribers, to my loyal supporters. Thank y'all so very much for coming back and watching these videos. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Happy crafting, and until my next one, peace and blessings, everyone. See ya.